more tweaking and that should do it. But I'm not confident in my skills with this. Just a little more. Huh. I see 90s. Potentially an intruder.
Or other items. Ooh. Oh, that might be an issue. Okay. Do not touch or otherwise attempt to tamper with the exhibits. Huh. No opening rifts to other realities while within the property. People could just do that? Never seen somebody... I don't even know what a rift is. But I considering it says something about realities. The items within the exhibits are not for purchase. Do not barter. Fair enough. Although, if they're not for purchase, I don't know, maybe if they have no value. Do not cross into the curator's workshops or living quarters. I mean, it makes sense. And people got to have their private space. I mean, I had my little hole in the wall. If you wish to donate to an exhibit, discuss with curator. You shush. I'm trying to read here. If anyone finds an Amogus disc and brings it, heads will roll. Huh. I don't know what that is, but okay. If you see the landlord, do not hold eye contact. He is hangry. Must be angry plus happy? Happy and angry?
Hungry.
What? The fuck? Jesus Christ. Hi.
You're trespassing.
I am? I don't... I mean, the door was open. I heard something about an old man who has wisdom or something.
I don't know about old, but I'm a person that lives here.
Oh, are you hangry or interested in new exhibit?
I'm not the landlord, I'm the curator.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think that's as far as I got with the rules before you scared the absolutely bejesus out of me.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Sam. I kind of got dragged here by some wolf person kind of thing. Their name was Val or Valeria or Val.
Of course, she found her way here.
I don't know. We're just over the mountain through the savannah a little bit, and then once you get to that mesa, you just go left over that mountain, and then it's not very far away from here.
I see.
I figured the least I could do was, yield and read.
That's appreciated, at least.
I mean, when you see big board, you kind of obligated to read it.
Well, finish reading it before you proceed in.
Oh, okay. Do not taunt the landlord. He also casts curses. Okay. No attempts to steal or retrieve items from security allowed. Fair enough. Failure will also result in possible death. You are warned. Failure to follow the rules will result in an escort. Huh. So, I mean, do I just give you my... Because it says something about no Weapons, armor, or other items move past checkpoint. Says security booth.
Do you have any weapons or armor on you?
I have a strange book. I have my fish Terry. He's in a bucket. I have my strange book, which I have no idea what it is. I have inspiring pearl. I have baked potatoes, like 1.5 stack. And then I have golden apples and whatever this egg is.
Interesting. Show me the book.
Oh, here, just take it. Oh. I forgot. I can't just drop it. It seems to have just vanished in the air.
Check your own. There you are.
Do I think I have to cough, put it in something else or a chest or something.
You're not carrying anything that is of...
No, this is literally all I have.
Like I was about to say, it doesn't seem that you're really carrying anything of harm. You're actually carrying things of interest. So.
Oh, okay. It's a big thing behind you, by the way.
And it's a Nautilus shell.
Huh. Neat.
The entry is
anyway.
there
You
if
should if you really don't want people to come in here, you should probably close those doors.
I have other people that live here. They tend to leave it open so they can get back in.
Ah, gotcha. Fair enough.
I think one of them doesn't get the concept of doors.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, as somebody who has dealt with security issues before, that is a big major one of just leaving the door open.
Notably so, but I didn't think people lived out this far as well.
No, there's at least like 5 of us. To my I've only met one, but the one that I met said that there was at least like 7 to 10 people.
I see.
My game is frozen.
Oh.
Give it a second. Sorry, I just I started to my vision goes stale for a few like 30 seconds before I can hold on.
Oh no, Joe. The computer is up.
No, it's not the computer. It's whatever I'm running.
Oh, the stream?
No, it's not the stream. It's just my mods.
Ah, that would do it.
I only did it twice last stream. So, pretty good.
The frame drop. Hopefully that doesn't bug you too much here.
Huh? What?
Out of character, hopefully the frame drop doesn't bug you too much here.
Oh, no, it wasn't frame drop. It's just dead. Like, it turns into a slideshow for, like, one slide every 15 seconds.
That is a very big frame drop.
Yeah. Anyway, blah.
Blah, blah.
Well, at least you're better than Valerie. She just goes, wah, wah, to get back into character. Anyway, I came here hoping that somebody could tell me something, because Val doesn't really speak common at all. So
not a single word of it, which is
they managed
fun.
to get Old Man Museum Over the Mountain out, and that was about it.
I can see why people jump to old, since, well, the cane.
Yes. Anyway, I was hoping you could maybe help me with these, except for Terry. Terry's very known. I know Terry.
Terry is a snack in a bucket. I have food already.
No. Terry's not a snack. Terry's my codfish, and you will respect Terry with your life. That's the one rule I have. You respect Terry. It's okay, Terry. He didn't mean it. It's okay, Terry.
All right.
It's okay, Terry. Anyway, sorry.
In the meanwhile, if you wish to review the exhibits we have, main floor is here. The library is also on the balcony up around there.
Balcony? Oh.
Other balcony.
Other balcony? What other balcony?
That wraparound of Deep Slate floor.
Oh, up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be honest, I didn't even see that when I was in here last time.
It's a newer edition.
The hollows. Very green and blue.
Prismarine.
I don't know what prismarine is.
It's what the substance is. The bluish green stuff.
Oh. Weird.
It's crystalline-like in structure. It works well with water-based primordial magics. And spiral, from what I've been able to see.
Spiral? What's spiral?
It's new to me as well, but that book you're holding, that connects to it.
Well, it says fire, water, earth, air, nature, darkness, light, space, blade.
Fascinating.
The egg says nothing. It just says it's an egg. Which is weird that it says anything at all.
Well, I know it's an egg I know what's in the egg for starters, which is interesting that you were able to get your hands on one.
I don't know. I woke up to my previous house. Kind of ran through with something. I don't know. It was really weird. There was a bunch of fire. It kind of looked like something ran through my house, and then there was a chest outside that had this weird stuff in it. Mainly the egg. There's some blue things. I'm gonna assume that there's some sort of mineral in there. Me trying to lore explain diamonds. Diamonds. It was diamonds in Ender Pearl. Why am I trying to be like, oh, these are? I was like, I obviously don't know what the egg is. I should know what diamonds are.
I mean, that's a pretty standard enough concept to know. Oh, what are these blue unbreakable rocks? Are they edible?
Let's just assume that the kingdom had ender pearls and diamonds. There we go.
That should probably be a well enough assumption to have.
Hey man, I woke up on this island not knowing anything. I kind of got hogtied with my fish. I don't even know how they hogtied the fish. Maybe they put a lid on the bucket or something. Just me and Terry in the wilderness, and then there was a weird blue gator thing with a little blue crab things around it, and that was weird and kind of a little bit scary.
I see. Well, starting off, I can explain the book, I think.
Oh, okay.
I have one similar to it.
Ah. Interesting.
What spiral is a name for magic of this world, it seems. Case in point.
Oh. You almost put that fire out.
Almost. Truth be told, I'm not quite certain how I can do that entirely.
This is not the best place to sit because it just looks like I'm sinking in the floor, but oh well.
It is a carpet.
It's very comfy, I must say. Very, very nice fabric.
I do have chairs in the library if you'd prefer to discuss and sit up there.
Yeah, that would probably.
You don't need to type and stand. You can crouch.
Oh, okay.
You can also right click on the carpets.
Wait.
You gotta do it with an open hand.
Oh.
Ta-da.
Huh. Okay.
Same with stairs. Everything else you gotta do / sit on though.
Okay. Hey, I knew about stairs. I know about slabs, but that was about it.
Makes sense.
I did not know about carpet though. That was interesting. Me and Terry in the library.
You can
Talking
take a seat here if you wish to.
here or like
And
across from you?
anywhere would be fine.
Okay.
They're
Is that-
chairs. It's what they're made for.
Very, very comfy. Would you, since I am in your, I assume this is your home of some sort, would you like some baked potatoes?
I'm not quite hungry right now. Thank you, though.
Okay.
So, as I understand it so far, Spiral is the name for the natural magics that seem to flow around in this world. It's odd, and I can't say I'm the leading expert on the matter, but what's consistent is that everyone has one of these tomes. But from what I've seen of them, they're already attuned to a certain element, if you will. Yours does not seem to be.
Yeah, I kind of just woke up here with this book. I was hogtied with my fish. And then just had this book here, just randomly here.
To explain the reason for its lack of drop of
Sorry, you just went invisible. How?
It's a certain ability of mine.
You just do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I can accept that.
I have to walk slow because holding the cane kind of defeats the purpose of it.
Ah, gotcha.
So I have to let go of the cane and limp around while doing it.
Gotta sit back down. Yeah.
But the issue of you being unable to drop yours as well.
Ah,
It's bound to you.
I could hear your fingers cracking as you were doing that.
That's actually my keys.
I know. But I was faking it like it was your fingers.
Even still, yeah. I could crack my hands if your stream would appreciate that. Oh, I completely forgot my noise suppression is off. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for the bit.
Do it for the lulz.
I think I cracked my arms in that too. There we go. There we go. Crisp is back on.
Blah, blah. The universal sign of trying to get back into character.
Alright. In that case, 3, 2, 1. Back into character. Whoosh.
I mean, there's. Do you want me to read slowly what each one is?
I'm aware of the elements. Fire, water, air, earth, nature, darkness, light, space, and blade. It's what has been. It's what's been recorded thus far.
Huh.
Could always be potential for more, but that's about as far as as far as I've seen and as others have recorded at the very least.
I mean, makes sense that would be the only ones that are in the book.
To my understanding, each have 2 subgroups.
What's the subgroups of fire?
I'm not certain, I'll be honest.
Huh.
I haven't even gone far enough into my understanding of what one I'm attuned to know what sits beyond mine.
Please tell me you didn't hear the dog barking.
I didn't hear anything, don't worry.
Okay, cool. Okay. my Xbox grade suppression is good. So strange book. So you don't know much about any of these elements except for maybe the one that you.
I barely know anything about air, which is the one that I came to here with.
Huh. Well, maybe we can. I mean, how do I don't know. It says, tap word to bind your soul to an element.
I muse you would decide which one best suits your suits your soul and attune to it from there.
Well, how do I know which one suits my soul?
That's kind of your choice, isn't it?
Oh. Okay.
I'm
Is there an option to not pick any of these?
considering that it seems that the book is asking you to. I suppose technically you have a choice not to choose at all.
True. But it kind of feels like a waste. You know, it is asking politely, and you never show up to rob a person's place without asking permission first.
To my understanding, Blade is the closest one you'd get without having actual preternatural abilities.
Oh, well, I'm more good with my my fist than a sword, but I guess I could try that.
I'm not
Anyway,
the leading authority on research on this, I'm afraid.
fair enough. Do you know who would be?
There's a small city, decent way out away from here. It's called Port Spiral, rather well named after its leading avenue of research.
Oh,
They have an academy,
they have
a school.
how big is this? Like, what does this city look like? I might have been there at one point.
It's a coastal town. It's
Does it have like a bunch of boats and a lighthouse?
yes,
Okay, so that's what it's called, Port Spiral.
that would be it.
Yeah, I just saw some weird people like an orange metal man, a guy with horns and a robe, and what looked to be like some sort of cat person, which I'm kind of afraid of cats, so it's just like, I'm not gonna get mixed up in them.
Hmm.
And then I eventually followed a weird wolf cat person.
If you're talking
Weird
about
how that works sometimes.
if you're talking about Valerie, she's a fox, I believe.
Oh, maybe that's why I wasn't scared of her.
If you'll come with me.
Her, them, her pronouns. No, they multiplied. Weird.
The inspiration pearls.
Inspiration pearls?
I think that's what they're called.
Called inspiring pearls, but yeah.
Close enough. Inspiring pearls. I don't have a proper spot set for them yet.
Oh. Huh.
Most of these are empty for the moment.
Corvish, feather, kanku, strange fungus, revenant, shadowy blob, shadow cats, advanced dialogue construct, vulpus, fluff, obscure. That one looks like a banana.
It's fur, essentially. And,
Furry banana. I see those sometimes too. Very moldy, not very good to eat.
I mean, petri dishes exist, so. But
Do you not have one of these or something?
I'm not a human, so I haven't had the chance to take any.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the value of these things are. They just randomly show up on a person.
I'm not entirely.
It's like loose
certain.
change.
I'm not entirely certain why they come off of humans, but there is likely a reason for it. The rest of these are rather self-explanatory.
You know that thing where you're doing laundry and you miss a sock? Maybe it's like that, but with loose change.
Or like a pebble in the shoe.
Yeah.
What Miss Valerie is a obscureling. She's a fox person.
Ah. Do you want one of these?
I wouldn't be opposed. Thank you.
I mean, it'll probably be better for whatever you're doing here than I don't know what to do with these.
Well, even still, it is appreciated. These
Well,
don't have lore entries yet, but if you'd like to look around the other exhibits, feel free to do so. I may have an answer in regards to your egg.
slice of the infinite pork chop. That doesn't look very infinite to me.
That's why it's only a slice.
Oh. That makes sense.
The book does have an entry.
Oh, the book. This pork chop was one of the thousands created by Valteth when they accidentally broke reality with a single inspiring pearl and 4 pork chops on 3/24/2024. Interesting.
It was an odd event, to say the least.
I don't know who Valteth is.
A person within Port Spiral.
Oh, the weird town. Got it.
Mm-hmm. This is Daryl.
Daryl.
Hey,
look, Terry.
He's a beetle.
It's Daryl. Terry, meet Daryl. Daryl, meet Terry. Yeah, I know he looks weird. I know he looks like a block. Shut up, Terry. Anyway.
Do you talk to fish?
Only this fish. He has been sent with me for like an odd amount of time for a fish. You'd think they'd die pretty fast, but no, this one has been like with me for at least 13 years.
Huh. So that's how it feels. In the lectern, there's information for
A species of many worlds. This particular species of insect, referred to as the horned beetle, is unique above kind. This is in large part due to the particularly common, reoccurring appearance of this species across dimensions, even ones that fundamentally it should be unable to survive and despite not maintaining any different. I'm not good for long lengths.
It's all right. Large
My,
words.
my brain starts confusing the words after a certain amount of time. It's just like, please stop reading, please stop reading, please stop reading. Your brain isn't meant for this. Please stop reading.
That's quite fine. It's a place of study. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. You got that going on. So it's just like, ooh, look at the chop. Ooh, look at the banana. Ooh, look at the weird ice person thing.
That you can actually see him quite accurately in there.
Huh. What's he holding?
That is a respawn anchor. Something from another world.
Oh, you deal with another world, like different dimensions or something?
Yeah, in the best way of putting it.
Oh.
He's from the same one I come from.
Oh.
I don't know if he's alive in there or not.
Yeah, I was about to ask, did you have some kind of fight and you just encased him in ice for some reason?
No, I didn't do that myself. In fact, I only found him.
He just showed up like that?
Yeah, I don't know how he got here, but it was obviously he was here long enough to be encased in ice.
Maybe he got here, worst blizzard ever in history came, he froze to death, and now he's just here.
I'm just concerned that he might not be fully dead in there, but it kind of remains to be seen.
I wonder if he can hear us. Hello? Nothing. Okay.
If he could hear us, he would have very quickly vandalized the entire building.
He'd what the entire building?
He'd cause explosions.
Oh. That's not good.
He was for lack of a better term, a terrorist where I came from.
A bastard.
Yeah, that could be a term.
Yeah. Anyway, you said something about this egg.
Yes. I've actually been studying those ones for a little bit.
You got, like, an exhibit on it or something?
No, and I'm afraid for right now those things should not be held in an exhibit given the nature of what they are.
Oh. Is it like some kind of living entity or something?
Actually, yes.
Oh.
That's a dragon egg.
Yeah. A dragon egg?
I wouldn't recommend placing it down anywhere. At least not yet.
What's a dragon?
I didn't have them in my world either, but I would have figured they had at least been written about.
I mean, there's like a weird folktale about a lizard with wings.
I mean, like that one over there.
Yeah, that's kind of like that. Is that what a dragon is?
Yes.
We have many folklore where I come from. We have one about a benevolent llama. You go up on the mountain and you freeze to death. He comes and rescues you.
Huh.
Me totally not just trying to make llama god.
Hey, I'll go for it. Praise be Llama God.
It's actually I think his name was Dalai Lama. Sometimes called Dale the Llama.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
That utterly broke me.
I gave Unknown the Llama Bible, and it's just a bunch of praise the great Llama, Dalai Lama, praise Dalai Lama, praise Dale the Llama.
Oh goodness, that was a good pun. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, okay. Back to the character.
Mysterious egg. Blah.
Mysterious egg. But
Oh, and golden apples.
oh, how many of those do you
They
have?
came together for some reason. 5.
Okay, that is actually good to have. Come with me.
I also have 30 potatoes and then 63 potatoes.
Place the egg here. I'm going to back up a bit. Do not move away from it.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on the egg.
Okay, I'm currently zooming in on the egg.
Try right-clicking it.
Right-clicking it? You mean tapping it with my right hand?
Correct.
Tappy. Oh, ew. Ew, it jiggled. Ew. Although that was kind of fun. Hold on. Jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. 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 Jiggle more!
Oh.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
Give it those apples you have.
Huh? These?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Hold on, I think... Am I hungry? Oh, it's hungry.
Just be sure not to eat them yourself.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
Might be easier if you right-click it again with an open hand. It's currently set to fly. There you go.
Oh yeah, that might help.
Should be easier to feed it now. Alright.
Huh.
That is your dragon now.
It's my dragon now?
It's bound to you.
It's very purple and red.
So, I'm not fully certain of how the process works yet, but how these things have been found in a dungeon that branches into another dimension to our understanding. And
What's a dungeon?
In the traditional sense is where you put prisoners.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's just called jail.
I mean, it's an old-timey jail, if you will. Dungeons can also be used for things such as burials, storing of treasure. But what was found in them were those eggs. So I'm not quite certain how you managed to get a hold of one. Maybe someone was leaving something for you. But in any
Maybe.
case, now you have a dragon.
I'm trying to give it baked potatoes, but it's not doing anything.
You might not like them.
Huh. Weird.
Shift right click him.
Yeah, I know how to. I got tutorial for another time. We just got to do it in lore.
Yeah.
So I bend down and place my hand on him.
I suppose so. Let him know if you.
Me
let him-
trying to low-key input game inputs into it. I feel. Oh, that's a volcanic one. Weird. It feels like I can pull something out of it.
Go ahead and try it. Fascinating.
Oh,
What? Oh,
no, there's other people. Weird.
let's see. Are they?
Oh.
Hello. Oh, there we are. Luke.
Hi.
Why is Taco in the call?
He's just listening.
He's just listening.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hello, Luke. Hello, Alice.
Hello!
80s.
Oh, they have one of those things too.
Oh,
Mine's special.
Why is it special?
because
It's a
that's
kitty cat.
because that's not a dragon.
Oh,
Fascinating.
he walks very slow.
Yeah, it looks like a manticore of some sort.
I am very enthused.
More cat-like than anything else.
I'm very enthused by that, but it seems another homeless
Don't
person
stare.
came.
Don't look at me like that. Before we got here, I was literally telling her before too that like you might want to put Babel away because I don't know how he's gonna react. And she's like, it's fine. I'm bringing Babel, and I'm like, okay.
I can see
Ah.
through your
You-
head.
Babel wants to eat you.
Oh. Okay.
What? Don't tell people that.
Miss Alice,
I have
recommend-
baked potatoes for Babelo and it not eating me. There you go.
Miss Alice, I would recommend not having your dear friend eat a homeless person.
Well, I'm only slightly homeless. I do have a hole in the ground.
I guess slightly homeless is better than the full package.
It occurs to me I never actually got your name.
Oh, I'm Sam. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Luke.
Hi, Luke.
I suppose I should take my armor off since
It's fine. I have show me my skin. It's fine.
This man walked into my archive earlier today. It seems that Halen left the door open.
Huh. I can rename this. It's asking for a name. I don't know why I know that's asking for a name.
Make whatever comes to mind then.
This dragon has seen some stuff. Look at
does.
those eyes.
It has been sitting in my back pocket for about 2 weeks, so
It's
right,
an
the
odd-
pocket dimension.
It's an odd introduction of a species, I'll admit, because I've not seen this one before.
his name is now Harold. Harold, meet Terry. Terry, meet Harold. You guys want to see my fish?
Eat them?
No.
I asked
Aw.
that. I asked that too.
You can have more baked potatoes, though.
Okay.
What brings you by, Luke?
I actually wanted to talk to you about something that I recently rediscovered.
Oh, would you rather this be a private discussion then?
Yeah, maybe for now. Be best, I think.
Say, Miss.
What do you mean, get on you? What do you mean,
oh.
get on you? Huh? Ah!
Good luck at Port Spiral.
I don't think he can hear you. He's too far away now. Well, that's not the right direction to Port Spiral.
Out of character, that's...
Port Spiral's that way. That was awesome.
Out of character, that could not... Well played, Joe.
He can't hear you, muted. Indefinite.
I know,
But
but
that was
well
awesome.
played. Hold on, I'm just gonna say. There we go. I gave him a well played, Lamau.
All right, awesome. So Sam's a wild card. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry that he was in your archives before.
It ended up being fine. He turned out to have some interesting questions and be an interesting person in and of himself. At least it seems so anyway.
Gotcha. But maybe I should demonstrate this outside.
Oh?
Yeah. Hades, you remember back in B201, whenever we uncovered those Divinian records that Devin wrote for me?
The Da Vinci Code, right?
Yeah, the Da Vinci Code. Well, he mentioned within those records that I might also have a spiral and one that opposes that of Zeke's. Well, my caster has been this pencil for a while, and during the duration of being in Dualitas, I was able to uncover that I absolutely have a spiral of my own that opposes Zeke's. Apparently, he can erase, and I can create. Or he could erase. I don't. He's gone.
If my mouth opened and it separated to such a degree, my jaw would be hanging on to the grass right now.
You don't have a mouth?
No.
I can do some other things too.
Oh.
If I just change this real quick. If I wanted to, I could. Wait, where'd my pencil go? Legend. Nick.
Do the thing to get your caster back.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh, oops,
Ow,
sorry,
ow,
sorry,
ow.
wrong one. Oh no!
Mayhap you
Summon me back.
I gotcha. There you go.
No,
Out of
you're gonna
character, I got
actually
ya.
summon me back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Whoops.
I
I can summon Luke.
Yeah, you could. You probably wouldn't want to during that power.
No, especially when I'm naked.
I was kind of waiting for my power to get done. I don't know what that is, but I digress.
Is she no longer naked?
She didn't mean like naked. She still had her
Oh.
clothes on,
Oh, okay.
just her armor. But anyway, I meant to do this.
It's a moat monster.
It's Davy Bones,
Oh.
the dead skeleton horse from my lawn. Yeah, I can just bring him here if I want to.
Luke made me these clothes.
I did, yes. Back in Duality.
Hmm.
Or Dualitas. But anyway,
Apparently, I was very naked back then.
I did not. I
yeah,
didn't
you were a
figure-
little bit more naked than this, for sure.
I didn't figure you for a tailor. Well done.
I did my best. But let me
Leads
see.
were my
I
idea.
can do. Yeah, the leaves were her idea. I suppose I could do this too, which. Yeah. Is useful for if I'm in a pinch because I can summon a couple of them. Well, no, I guess I can't. Well, anyway, that's
Forgive me, I'm a tad terrified now.
which brings me to my next thing.
Sorry.
Actually, let's save it for a second. Let's do this one is aha. This one's one of my favorites and works pretty well in tandem with the wings.
Whoa.
Except I can't. Oh, it's because I don't have my wings on. Oh. There we go. Yeah. These are the gale wings of the Bastion, and that's why they look the way that they do.
Mayhaps you should summon him back.
I got it.
Yeah. So, I guess, I'm gonna put those on for a second. And let me just see. Let's see. What's the, how do we look at people's inventory?
/inv.
/inv, Luke. Yeah. Just fix that. We're good.
Yeah, I had to put it back
I
in
gotta
there.
rearrange
Let's see.
my inventory.
Ba, ba, ba.
This creature has a remarkable attention span. Sir, I'm trying to look at your tail. Fascinating. Babel just did not want you on its back, apparently.
Because I have tall sneak.
Ah, I see. Fascinating. A mammal capable of flying with a scorpion-like tail.
Well, anyway, you get it for the most part in terms of all of that. But I've also got this ability here. Actually, maybe I should demonstrate with this first. This is just a plain iron ingot, right?
Correct? Do it again.
I can go through all of its steps and processes and even turn it back into the very thing which it was before.
I can understand that perhaps this was something that you were having trouble with, considering the entrance to this dimension. But you didn't think that you should have led with this explanation somewhere? That you were capable of doing this?
Well, I tried to... It's a complicated matter.
He was broken.
Because, like, I wasn't able to use these until recently. I don't know how or what, but...
I think super glue. Whatever that is.
We don't have any Craggle here.
What's Craggle?
You'll understand later.
It's a secret weapon.
Yeah. But it's that's kind of one of the reasons why I came here anyway.
I
Is
would
because
hope
it's not just limited to that material. I can do it with this as well. I can do it with things through nature. And
That's
look, I can
cool.
even turn the diamond back into coal.
Luke Oblivious, you're able to convert states of matter.
Yep, transmutation.
I used to.
This
be
is
able to
actually
do
one of
that.
the first things. This is actually one of the first things. Actually, yeah, you should be able to. I wonder if whatever was affecting me is also affecting you. I don't know what it could be though.
I feel like
how or what
I feel like.
was like.
Oh, sorry. You go first.
I don't know how or what was holding me back, but this didn't happen. And I didn't discover that I could do this until just this morning. Can you please back up, sir? You're like,
He's checking you out.
he is just making sure that I'm safe. I get you.
Is this going to disappear eventually?
Well, no, there's not really a timer for it, but
Oh,
I can just do that and bring it back.
I appreciate you not leaving that on my front lawn.
The problem is that I can only use one of that specific item at a time when I'm doing it, because it doesn't transmute an entire stack. Matter of fact, it deletes the rest of them if I try to transmute more than one at a time.
Even still, Luke, this makes you a living philosopher's stone. You realize that if you had a fundamental understanding of the chemical compounds that sit within a substance, you could very well replicate or change it into potentially anything.
Yeah.
Look, do you have a totem?
I think I have one somewhere.
I have some in storage.
Well, I would be willing to give these materials that I've done. I don't know what the use would be for you to have them. Maybe you could just use them as like extras or something. But
as much as I'm familiar with a counterpart of yours, I would prefer if you read the rule board.
yeah, it's just yeah. Read and understand it, and then maybe bring Babel back into his wherever he goes to. I don't know where you go to.
I
Where do you
understand half of these words.
Well, half is better than none. Basically, what he's saying is like, don't touch any of the exhibits. Don't wear armor. It's neutral ground, so no conflicts. No causing damage to any of the exhibits or the building. You can donate if you wish, though it's meant to be discussed with the curator. Don't go into places where you're not allowed to. Items within the exhibit are not for purchase, so no bartering. We basically don't try to trade other items for the items that are on display. No opening portals like what Devin can do. Huh?
I'm sure they're the exact same items.
Well, firstly, that would be kind of counterintuitive for both parties on that end, and also I think would still apply to it because you're still trading by technicality, regardless if it's the same. Yeah, no opening up portals like what Devin can do or like what Scott could do. No attempting to steal or retrieve items from the security. Don't taunt the landlord. If you see the landlord, don't hold eye contact. He's angry. Oh, he's hangry. Oh, okay, I see. If anyone finds an Amogus disc, don't bring it here. You don't know or need to know what that is, which is fine.
I think your friend is enjoying this.
Yeah. Getting switchies.
Basically, he trusts us. He's just trying to make sure that you understand the rules here. Under any normal circumstances, if someone was to have a failure to follow the rules, he would escort us out, and even more, further failure would result in death.
Okay.
So,
Potential death.
yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah, right.
just gonna do a quick pat down. Make sure you don't got anything on you. You're fine.
Blech.
Okay, as long as you keep the links in your sheath, you should be fine.
I'm sorry, may I look at that? Whoa. I'm used
Wait.
to-
Oh, I forgot that you have the duality sword.
Interesting. Remarkably well crafted. It looks elegant.
Thank you. No idea where it came from.
Seems to be a lot of that going around these days. I would appreciate it if perhaps you,
Yeah. Alice. Alice.
do you want a purple fruit?
Hades, do you have any... I was gonna say, do you have any fish? That might cheer her up.
I have a kitchenette upstairs.
Fish.
There are snacks up there.
But,
I've
Right.
also implemented the library.
wow. Oh, I like how you've got your desk here, looking out at the rest of the archive. Nice.
That's not quite mine. That's Kio's.
Oh. Even still. Neat.
It is nice to have. In any case,
How much of this knowledge is from this world?
very more of it than from mine. I feel there's more I need to record, however. Come along, both of you.
Bless you.
Okay.
See that you've got the rooms set up here. Whose is this?
It's empty for now. If somebody else comes here, well, who knows?
But do you have rooms for people? I thought it was a museum.
It's my home, and truth be told, I don't know why either. My kitchenette. I should have some snacks somewhere. Ah, here.
Fish. Fish.
Yeesh.
Fish.
Yep.
Fish. Fish.
Right. Anyway, yeah. So I know what you're saying too with the whole walking philosopher's stone thing, but I think there's limitations. I don't know for sure, and that's why I'm here, because Scampy gave me this.
What is
Apparently,
fascinating?
Scampy was part of the dimensional government war. The same one that me and Devin were a part of, or I guess Devin was a part of, and I was only like apprentice to, and am now kind of temporary. I don't know what's going on with it. I think I'm supposed to be the prisoner there, but I don't know if that's been cleared up or not. I'll have to.
Is this
ask
affiliated
Devin about
with the DMV you've mentioned?
No, not the DMV. This is more the Dimensional Guardian Network. So this is DGN.
Fascinating
They-
material.
Yeah. Apparently they worked with a lot of different things throughout the multiverse. But Scampy, I guess, eventually was kicked from the team or decided to leave. Oh, oops.
I was in the middle of a project
I don't know what happened.
downstairs. I feel like perhaps studying this would be more reasonable to do.
Appropriate to be done down there?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, also,
You have creatures in your wall.
there's a grinder.
Yeah,
in
I
here,
just wanna-
somewhere.
I'm going to show you this.
That is another star.
It is. And I can turn it back into a totem if I wanted to. This was very handy back in Dualitas because, well, we ran a totem farm with it.
Stars were money.
Stars were money
Hmm.
for the small amount of time that we were doing it anyway.
Perhaps something
Eventually,
for me to
it-
ask 90s about.
Yeah. Oh. Can't remember if I've seen it before. Just
It's pretty.
still in awe.
Some
have
designs
seen.
were improved upon.
Oh, hey! This looks like it's finished up.
It
It's a
doesn't.
rail gun.
Yeah. It's been understudy.
What the? The big fish.
Probably a better case for me to study this in one of the laboratories.
Big eyeball fish.
A guardian, as it's called.
Ah.
Now you'll have to forgive me. I'm gonna leave my hammer there. I was
Alright.
working on something before 90s alerted me to Sam's arrival. It's not quite finished, but
Oh. What is...
And a bow like that.
it's a pistol.
No, in this. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, she's talking about the bow of duality.
I'm rather surprised you had possession of the sword. 90s was able to reclaim this from storage, as he put it.
I left mine up back home.
I see. I went to some work studying it. In fact, there's quite a few things in here I've been studying recently. In any case, come with me.
Yep.
What were you saying before, in terms of where your comments in regards to Scampy and the Dimensional Guardian network?
Apparently he was a part of them. I don't know what happened to either he left to his own volition or he was kicked off the group. I don't remember which is more accurate. But either way, he's hung up his armor and stuff and decided, I guess, that this might be a good way for us to, you know, he gave it to me so that way we could study it and figure out what's going on with it, what it's made of, and maybe see if we can replicate it in some sort of form or fashion.
So,
He knows very little about the actual material itself, but he knows that it is astrolidium. And we've heard about it before through the maintenance book of the distance ship. I figure either I can bring it to you so you can figure out a way to replicate it or something, or I could try to transmute it and see if I can change its form at the very least, so that way, you know, if I can change it into what it was before, then maybe it'd be easier instead of trying to study the sword itself.
Without an understanding of these substances as a whole, I don't know if there's much I can do. And most of any information 90s has is inaccessible due to the crash. As he puts it, most of his external systems aren't there anymore because of the new casing. So I don't actually know how much help that either of us could be in that regard. He might know more about the substance, but I don't think there's anything either of us could do in terms of replicating it. That might have to hang squarely on you.
Okay. I don't know what's gonna come of this.
You know...
Here's hoping that I'll be able to...
in case you explode,
I shouldn't explode. I don't know why that would be a concern.
mayhaps in a safer testing environment.
Sure. I'll entertain it just in case.
Alright. Ready? Activating blast shielding.
Okay. You want to do a countdown?
Oh, sorry, I thought you had already done it. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't hear an explosion. That is not astrolidium.
No, it's not. That's
Well, you seem safe.
netherite.
Well, you seem safe at least. Coming up. Yeah, that is certainly not the substance I was just looking at.
And I can't turn it back into what it was before either. So that's gone. Of course it's not going to be as easy as just transmuting the sword. Of course it's not, because I haven't, you might not want to sit there.
I would recommend against it. I haven't, actually, we can, I would rather not speak on what that does right now.
No, I have a feeling I know what it is, but I don't want to say it.
It's, it does require energy, but it is not made for the purposes of electrocuting people.
Okay.
I promise I am not... Okay, you don't need to believe me, but, judging by what I'm keeping in jars, but, I'm not executing people down here.
I'm not saying a word. I trust you. I've seen your other archives before. I know the work that you do.
I'm not sure I even have organs. Do I have organs? Do you think I can get electrocuted?
Probably.
Ah, I mean, I do have bones.
Anyway, if I'm not able to turn this into the substance that it was before, if I can't turn the astrolidium sword into astrolidium, then it has to mean that I can only do what I've known can happen. I don't know anything about astrolidium outside of the fact that it's a strong substance. Strongest substance that I remember, according to my own, in terms of what I've got here, is netherite. It's the closest form that I can turn it into. It is a form of metal. It does come from a different dimension. It's able to alloy with other metals. All of this is very similar to what astrolidium can do, so maybe if I can find a way to get into the void and get pure astrolidium, maybe then I can replicate it and make more of it. But
So it's a void-based metal.
yeah. So then you can have the netherite ingots. They're not really of any use to me at this point.
I certainly won't say no to them.
And the iron and the diamond and an inspiring pearl because you inspire me.
I was also given one of
And the diamond sword.
Luke.
Sorry. That's where it ends.
I'm not oh,
I know, I'm
Correct.
not giving it to you did that and then you dropped the shadowy blob.
I dropped the
I'm not
shadow
even
ladder.
kidding.
I teleported.
you might wanna
I'm gonna die. Please
help her out.
Fuck. I'm gonna die. I have 1.5 heart left.
Trigger, summon.
Oh. I was in half a heart.
I appreciate the gifts, but I'm not chairman. I'm not suffering from deaths to anyone.
No, I know. I'm just giving it to you because I don't have any need for it.
I see.
I figure
I throw up the blobs.
you can find a
Can
better
use-
way to take care of it than I could.
Can probably melt the sword down at least or something. But
I don't know if you'll need it either, but I've got that too.
oh, I could maybe find a use for it. Well, I am going to say this. I'm a little disappointed that we just lost a material that I have never seen before, but we didn't have any clue that that was going to happen.
Yeah. Me too. Well, at least now I have something that I can tell Devin and Scampy too about it. Though I haven't seen Devin in a while, so I don't know that I'll be able to tell him much of anything.
I haven't seen him at all.
He's I don't know, he's kind of just been away ever since the dungeons were revealed.
Do you think you mentioned before that he wasn't taking his inability, well actually you and Scampy both mentioned that he was taking it rather harshly, that he was having difficulty coming to with his lack of ability to open the rift.
I think it might have a lot to do with that, actually. If that's the case, then there's not really going to be a whole lot that I can do to cheer him up on it either. It's not like I can tell him, like, hey, I got my powers back. I can't guarantee that just because I've got my powers doesn't mean he'll get his.
There's always a chance it might happen.
At the very least, though, maybe the good news is that because now I'm able to use these again, I can try to train it up even further. Just keep transmuting the things that I do know, and then eventually I'll be able to expand it. That, or I'm right, in that I have to have physically interacted with the thing before.
Well, you've been physically interacting with the sword, so maybe if you get a better understanding of the compound, you might be able to, but
The thing is that, what does that mean for this? Because I made Creanitus, but it's not like anything I've ever seen before, and it's not made of any of these metals.
maybe it will create a tinier you if you try. I'm making a joke, of course.
He looks like he's thinking about it.
Well, I mean, I made it. There's not really a lot that I can do.
It is also netherite.
What I wanted to do.
Oh.
It's not supposed to have done that.
Scuff. Looking away.
I just... That's... This is gone. No. hell I can figure that out.
You see that, audience? It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
So we're fine.
I'm just gonna pop you out there. There we go. Those will despawn eventually.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway. Let me just fix this real quick. Because I know that I have a copy of it in here. It's not the same one, but it'll work.
And there you go.
Okay, we're good. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, I created it out of nothing. I was able to summon more of them before, if I ever lost it. I guess because this has been used more often and has become more of a common item to myself in use, I guess it's just retained physical form. But I don't know, because I can't transmute it. Sweet, just freaking. I don't know. I don't know what if it's my brain breaks.
Brain
My
fart.
point in saying all of this is that I haven't interacted with whatever makes this up, unless it's made out of pure energy.
That could always
But-
be a potential, but
It is incredibly sharp. So I guess it's not too far off the mark. If I can will this sword into existence, though, that means I could probably try to will anything else into existence. Because I mean, I could do the same thing, like, I have to be holding right. I can do that with these wings.
So pretty.
This almost looks like it's made of the same stuff that surrounds Creanitus.
which in itself is energy.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
he's a butterfly.
It looks. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but doesn't it kind of look like a mix of light magic with something else?
I don't understand Spiral not to be able to make a connection like that. But
Well, here, let me pull it out real quick, and then whoa, the wording there, Luke. You could do better wording.
when in doubt.
Blame yourself.
Oh no, I was making a joke about something else.
Oh.
Like, this is what I was able to do before, whenever we got here. Like, aside from my creation powers, which happened first, once we got here, I wasn't able to do anything but this. And though I've never been able to do it before,
Your wings are more orange than yellow.
I can still do it here. Yeah, more orange, and they've also got tinge of blue, too. Like, don't know what the blue is.
The nature of this is definitely different.
Sorry, the
So-
two little orange bits at the top makes you look like a butterfly.
Yeah, the whole wing set makes it look like I'm a butterfly. But this is connected to another thing that I can do if I just... Man, I can do a lot of things, huh? If I just do this...
Since it seems you're in relatively prime condition again. Whoa.
This is another thing I can do. These are the Bastion pauldrons. These pauldrons specifically are crafted to be like my ancestor, Lucasius Oblivious. Apparently, back in medieval times, on Aramite, he was within a guild with an Assyrian friend known as Zernak. Not much was said about what they've done, what they accomplished. I think somewhere along the way they said that they defeated Balthazar, but I don't know who that is or what that means. And I don't know. But if I can do this and summon his pauldrons, it might be a matter of I'm summoning stuff that he used to use before. Maybe Creanitus was his sword before. Or
Which would make it a family
maybe
heirloom.
this... Maybe. I don't know for sure, though. It's only speculation on my end. I've been wondering all about it ever since I was able to do it. Because I've never seen anything like this before.
If I may be so bold, what if this is something that's either entirely unique to your family or simply something just unique to you? Because, forgive me for saying, I don't entirely...
Meow.
Oh.
It's funny that I know exactly why you did that.
She's a cat, that's fine.
Because
me of licorice a little.
you were saying?
Your connection to the light spiral is... There is some kind of connection there. I don't deny that. However, to say that it has its roots set in it, I think might be... Mayhaps a bit inaccurate, potentially. Of course, considering that matter is connected, it can't be created nor destroyed. And considering that energy is also a state of matter. Perhaps, considering your... Blunt of me to say, but you have been a bit of a wreck ever since you got here, and you do seem to be better recently.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't feel 100% myself, but I definitely feel better now that I'm able to tap into this.
Would it be so bold as to say that your abilities dumbed themselves down for you to utilize them easier, given your mental state?
Maybe. Maybe it's a matter of because of my mental state, I wasn't able to fully utilize them. I was holding myself back, I think. I think the more under pressure I feel to use them, the less likely I'm able to use them at their full potential.
That would be about as
But
good
the
as
other
a
thing
theory I
too
could
is I
come up
hadn't
with.
really had a lot of sleep either. Maybe Devin did say in the Da Vinci Code that the more that you use the spiral, the more it is that you're tearing yourself apart and repairing it and storing that excess energy. Like on a will basis. And hell, even the tomes kind of go into that explanation as well in their foreword.
Maybe I've been stealing your sleep.
Well, not entirely, because now you're going through it and you've been sleeping just fine.
I mean, I did sleep on top of your bed for a week and a half straight.
Yeah. But I don't know. You mentioned that you've got things that you can't do that you used to be able to do before in the other dimension.
Yeah.
There's also other things too that are holding you back now outside of that, even as we speak.
Yeah.
When she went to the dungeons, she kind of walked into another world. Not like the dungeon either. This happened before she even reached the dungeon.
It was weird.
She said that other world that she experienced was a lot like ours, with a lot of
Uh-huh.
pretty builds, and she met some guy with glasses there. She doesn't remember his name.
And terrible with names. And they had no magic.
Well, since you don't really remember what that other world's called, what could you dub it? Like, give it a nickname.
Hmm.
Can you describe it?
I don't know, I wasn't there for very long, and I mostly spent my time in this house that I found, and it was a circle with circles in it.
Likely, it was. Where were these circles?
In a house?
Yeah, where was the
The ha-
house?
In a cliff.
Okay,
Side of a mountain.
like in the side of the cliff. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds like a hop,
Hmm.
It was huge
but
though.
fancier. Okay.
It had 3 floors. I think it was 3. Maybe more.
Well, that's something. Can't say what that something may be, but
And it had a nether, and it had an end. It had a very fancy end. It was very pretty. It's prettier than did we have an end in Duality?
Yeah, we had an end in duality.
Yeah, it was prettier than Duality's end.
hmm.
Babel was a little twitchy though.
If this is an alternate dimension, one that we're not familiar with, then it would explain why there's no accessible nether or end here. But that doesn't answer the question of how Alice was able to step into it.
No idea. No idea how I got back either. I don't know a lot. I don't know if I have organs. I don't know if I have blood. I don't know where my sword come from.
What time of day was it whenever you left? Like whenever
I left as I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that dungeon, and then I poofed.
Yeah, but like, what do you remember? What time of
I
day it
can't
was when you told me that you were going to
remember.
go to the dungeon?
I was underground at that point. I can't remember what time it was.
Hmm. I'm thinking. I have no idea.
80 something. I think I have an idea as to what happened.
I'm listening.
I don't know what shadow cats can do, but if they are made of pure darkness, of course, it has to be this. You didn't know where you were going, and you didn't know that you were even going to go. And it didn't happen until you were in darkness. You were in an underground portion, right? In a cave?
Yeah.
That's where you also found Babel, in a cave that I had already been in before.
Oh.
What if you're able to walk through the shadow? Walk
Try
through
to avoid
darkness into
caves?
other worlds. Well, no, not necessarily, because you didn't mean to. We've been in caves before together, you and I, and I've seen you perfectly fine. I think...
Sorry, I was hungry.
It's okay. It might be... I don't know. I'll have to... I don't know. I'll have to think about it a little bit more, but it makes sense to me because well, no, not necessarily. It's interesting. This other world doesn't necessarily sound hostile, so I mean, if you're able to go back, then that's cool because you were safe. But I don't know how often you're able to go to and from in between. You know, I don't know if it's a matter of like being able to just just as easily walk in and then walk back out. I don't. It sounds to me like the shadows act to you like what nether portals and end portals and other dimensional portals work for us. Gateways.
Oh.
You said Babel was a bit twitchy in this other world. Maybe the energies of that other world vibrate on a different frequency. He's not used to it.
I mean, Babel
Which
was
means-
tiny. It fit on my head. No wings.
Well, that crosses out the probability that he even came from that world whenever we first met him. But doesn't necessarily rule out the fact that he might be from another part. Maybe the shadows work in a multi-world way. Maybe they somehow are able to, like, I don't know. This is starting to sound a little bit more theoretical, but
This
If
does
one-
mark a starting point to learning of this, though.
I mean,
Do
Zeke
we-
was able to tap into darkness. Maybe that's how he was able to open up the portals he was able to.
Do we need like a scanner thingy? Is that the right word? Would that be more
Biometric
useful?
scans, yeah, maybe. Well, I was going to take you to the pop-up lab because that's the only other place that I knew that even had that kind of equipment to begin with, but he's not been able to get a hold of because he was stuck in the cyberverse. And I don't know if he's out, I don't know if he's safe, I don't know where he's at. I hope he's fine. But we're not going to know until we get to C42.
And I don't
That's
think
kind of why I was hoping that I could turn that astrolidium sword into its base form so I could figure out what it's made of, but I digress.
I'm not sure if 90s is capable of doing such a scan right now either. His repairs have been going rather slow.
Okay.
I might be able to get him to
Well-
be able to eventually, but right now is a clear no.
That's fine. So we're sitting ducks again, but at least now we're sitting ducks with a plan. With a slightly better plan than to just wait around, twiddle our thumbs, and hope for the best in trying to create a ship from nothingness. Something hit me like a few weeks ago whenever I was trying to think of how we could probably turn this around in our favor. And it wasn't until I saw that you were starting to work on the fusion crafter that I started to think, well, maybe we could probably better combine materials. If we can create a big enough forge, we could probably make artificial material, but that's not a guarantee either.
And the problem is, without
Because-
Slasher around, I don't have the possible idea of how to make it work, let alone any resources that might be able to combine into anything remotely analogous to astrolidium.
Scampy
Yeah.
knows stuff. Maybe Scampy knows.
Maybe Scampy knows. He'd be a more viable resource than and I mean Nova knows his stuff, but he wouldn't know how to do this. Maybe
There's-
Jaeger might know.
I was going to suggest him. He does seem to know his way around technology. Not to mention that the heap of knowledge that Port Spiral is sitting on in regards to this,
Yeah.
it definitely exceeds my own.
Maybe
And I mean
the,
MIPS
the
is
robot
expanding
guy
and
is technology.
oh, you're talking about Cyberus? No, Cy wouldn't know how to do any of this. I mean, he's really great at making his own advancements and things, but this is after our time. B201 was a bit more advanced in terms of that knowledge, despite us being more advanced in our civilization and tech and having cities and stuff. The B201 as a world was, I don't know, more mystical and what is this?
Oh, Right, I didn't have this room complete last time you were here.
These look
I-
like the spelljammers that were in
You are correct.
Sanctum.
I've
Though,
been attempting to study and potentially replicate one.
I see. Well, I mean, you look like you're not too far off. This feels a little bit bigger, I think, than what they are, but
I'm close with the casing. I
Yeah.
still have yet to figure out the proper power for it.
well, it would be cool if you could figure out how to make one, because then that means you'd have your own personal waypoint.
It'd certainly be easier to get back home, but for now, at least, research on that regard is slow. But, oh, you're still in there. I've been keeping my hobbies around.
What is going on with this?
I wouldn't recommend tapping on the glass.
Now that you said that, I want to tap on the glass.
If you do, there is a solid chance that that might fold in on itself and it might start eating around at the reality of it.
Sounds fun.
It
So
is
you're
not.
telling me you've got to contain singularity?
Not purposefully. It's
Gotcha.
kind of just feeding off itself, if that makes sense. It only goes from there to there. I had the help from Scampy.
You'd figure that it would collapse upon itself on both ends because of the vacuum.
It's primarily because the frame's keeping it open.
Well, all right. Anyway, I don't know. I just yeah. I guess I've got a lot to think about.
Within good reason, I'd say, considering.
If you would want to research more into the spiral, I'd be willing to help you to try to figure out at the very least what mine is capable of.
I'm still uncertain about how I'm able to do things like that, for example.
Well, you're a hollow, right? You're able to adapt to any environment that you're within for a long period of time.
And yeah, this is not necessarily something that is natural to me.
No, but I mean, as a hollow, you're probably likely to find more things that you're not like knowledgeable of that you can do the longer that you're. I don't know. It makes sense to me that you'd probably find more things that you're like confused about than you aren't, unless you're able to like readapt back into like what you were before. In which case, then yeah, it'd be like a sense of familiarity. I don't know. The way that I see it is it seems like it's a matter of I don't know, but it also feels different too. It also feels like that's
You're trailing off.
yeah. Speculation. I just don't want to like lay it out there and then later be called a liar because I was wrong.
I mean, one of the freedoms we have of life is being wrong about things. It doesn't make you a liar for
That's
it.
true.
In any case, my shapeshifting's never been something I consciously do until I grew the wings and was able to start
Right.
doing that.
Well,
This is
there's a lot
something-
of things I can say in terms of all of what you can do with those two things. I think it's more of like adaptability based on
Environmental
necessity.
factors.
Yeah. Well, the wings more for necessity, and I guess, well, yeah, both of it necessity, because like you needed to sneak around before back in B201, right? And you do it through invisibility pots, but now you're just able to tap into that, almost like a chameleon can change its skin to where it's around. But this is different than lizards.
I thought he was a fish.
It's even different than that too.
I mean, considering the
Yeah.
wings I had grown were also made of chitin.
Yeah, it's true too.
I seen flying fish.
That's yeah. It is possible.
They
But
fly
I
into
mean,
my mouth.
maybe the
I am
air
just going to walk over
that
here.
you're able to maybe the air that you're able to control is more on a level of I don't know what it could be.
The only working theory I have so far is that my physiology is trying to adjust to the new dimension, as it were. 90s stated before that my counterpart back in C1536 gained the ability to be much more external with the transformations he was capable of.
Yeah.
And that was due to mainly the factor of the gods. But if spiral magic is such a affluent law of reality here, then perhaps my body's trying to attune to it somehow.
Maybe.
That's all
Maybe.
I have to think of right now.
That part seems to be the hollow within you, but also a bit of the spiral too. I think your specific spiral might be more of just like evolution and adaptability, much like a hollow is in its pure form. But you're able to tap into all bits of that.
It could be.
I mean, again, it's speculation, and all of that based on just the ability to be able to control air. I don't know.
It's particularly a little far-fetched, I suppose. But it is a better guess than I have had currently, I suppose. But even still, well, we have mostly our theories.
Yeah, something to work from in terms of trying to figure yourself out if you're interested in that.
In any case, I have other projects that have my focus for the moment.
That's very fair.
And I don't go out to Port Spiral that much, but they likely will have plenty of research on the subject matter should I ever start looking into it. For the moment,
Yeah.
though, I only go out to Sanctum to buy food. And
Also very fair.
And mayhaps see Terra Costa. But truth be told, I think they did what I reasonably needed with getting Pringle here. I hired them to bring him here.
His eyeball's following me.
Primarily because, yeah, his eye tends to follow. Nothing but malice and pain behind that eye. Pain that horrid thing deserves. Tap on the glass, it annoys
Well.
him. Genuinely, you have permission to tap the glass. The angrier it gets, the more radiation it produces.
You just make sure not to tap on the same part of the glass for too long, because you might break it.
Yeah, that part wouldn't be
Yeah.
recommended. That is primarily what's keeping radiation from seeping into the rest of the place.
it being a construct of sorts, I don't think it has very many thoughts behind that eye.
Aside from rage and malice, no, I muse not.
I gotta say though, you always seem to amaze me with everything that you're doing in terms of your studies and expanding your knowledge.
Well, it's what I do. And it's, well, it's what I do for the foreseeable future for the moment. Oh,
Oh, Kyo's over there.
good afternoon, Kyo.
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, these are new. Hello.
This is Alice. Alice,
Ah.
this is Kyo.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Right,
He's another familiar one.
indeed. This is Luke. You've also met him before.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense then. I was
I
wondering.
was. Do you not remember?
I'll explain later.
There's a lot, from what I've heard. Also,
Okay.
thank you for lending me the room.
It seems to help clearing thoughts and writing things down, so as any good library should.
No, yeah, it's nice in here. I appreciate it.
That reminds me. Could I take one of the samples of fungus you've been growing recently?
Oh, yeah, actually, I do have one in my.
Thank
now.
you.
They kind of just pop out of my head sometimes. It's a little weird. I'm sure it's fine.
It seems to be natural for you, at least.
It doesn't hurt or anything, but I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of feels weird whenever it comes off.
I can imagine so. I think I would feel weird if I was growing mushrooms and plucking them as well.
Fair. So, what are you up to? Like, what's happening?
These two stopped by to visit and we talked about some things research related.
Yeah.
Research, cool. I didn't know you really did that much. I tend not to. I'm assuming that's where you guys came out of the stairway over there. I've heard you down there before, but I still a little like feels weird going down there without permission.
I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I never took you as like a scientist per se.
It's been my field, research and archiving.
Makes sense. Well, okay. What are you guys up to now then?
I was walking the two out, actually, beginning to.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Is it cool if I just, I guess, it ain't much, but just down the stairs?
Of course. Actually, Keo, would you walk Miss Alice out while I talk with Luke about something?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Miss Alice, you can show him Babel.
Babble, yeah.
Mhm. What is that?
Come see,
We'll
come
be
see,
out
come see, come see.
soon. Yeah.
Streaming 4. Oop. Hello, hello.
Hi.
And there we are. So, addressing the elephant in the room, as it were.
Yeah, what's going on with that? I thought that, I was pretty sure that I'd met him before, but
You
he
did.
seemed to not remember a single bit of me.
He didn't remember Halen and I either. We went with Alessandra to explore the dungeons. I was investigating and trying to get one of the eggs for study, and we had a interesting development in terms of the behavior of the creatures that were there, because multiple sorcerers sprung out of the ground after us.
Right.
Kyo, early into one of our second run, was killed by something.
Wait, what? But Kyo's a revenant.
Correct.
How can a revenant die?
Well,
I mean,
we went to
unless they're... Sorry.
we went to go find him here, and he had woken up back in his geode, and his colors changed, and he was different, and he didn't remember anything. Not even us. Not even anything he did an hour prior.
That's weird.
Halen was upset, to say the least of it.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
We did what we could to jog his memory, but that only ended up making more questions on my part. He kept the journal, which kind of helped us fill in the blanks, but he's been having... He had been hearing voices, apparently, before this happened. I don't know if that's happening now, but he doesn't remember it, and he overall seems much more... I guess the term is jovial, maybe? It's brought some concern to me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because
I mean, it doesn't make sense as a, but it, you know what I mean. It makes sense that it would bring concern.
My worry is if that it happens again, it's going to get worse. Because the crystals, they grew further on him too. So something is happening with him every time a death occurs with him. And this isn't like how B201's deaths occurred. This is different.
Yeah. Well, there's no gods here. Much like the ones that were in B201 or the ones that were in Dualitas. There's nothing, neither of those. I mean, hell, even Aramite had gods, but
None as
Well,
far as
I
we're
say
aware.
God's plural, but I think it singular. I don't know.
In any
But
case,
here in Etheria, no signs of that. Not even like signs of religion past what Sanctum's got at least some, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what their religion is.
at least as far as we're aware, there aren't any. I wouldn't be surprised if one sideswiped us out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Then again, I
where-
guess there is also the case that gods can exist without the religion to withhold it too. Hence, with the trickster god, I don't really think that there was a religion to the trickster god, unless I'm wrong.
I believe Natura followed them to some extent.
Yeah, but I guess the question is, did the following happen before or after?
I mean, the answer is likely before, and perhaps they just didn't realize it. From what we've put together of the history of Dividair.
I'm sorry, this is a tangent. I didn't mean to take you down that.
It's fine.
It was worth questioning, I guess.
I don't have answers yet, but I'm researching what I can off of Kyo's body, of what he produces anyway. There has to be some kind of connection between the crystal and whatever's on his body as well. I think the fungus might too, but... Oh. It appears that Sam has returned. Mayhaps we should go...
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
I think they're having a staring contest.
Hello, Sam.
Hi. I think your name was 80s. I've been calling you Gray Man though.
It's so
Oh,
fluffy.
Wait, did you introduce yourself as 80s?
the name I've said to people is 80s Trash.
I don't think we had the interaction, but let's just assume that you said your name was 80s. There we go.
I'm saying that's how I've been introducing myself to people.
Hey, if you see any sticker bushes, I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean like the ones out there that are already around?
Oh. No, those were
Yeah.
probably placed.
Oh. I mean, should be fine enough. They're not really a problem.
I have 3 of these things now. Anyway, can I well, I don't know. It's not really a serious talk. Are you busy by perchance? It's turned green.
Oh,
I think I chose nature.
Friend and is friend shaped.
it
I
seems.
think Baffle's wings are broken.
It seems
Oh, for
like
fuck's
you
sake.
have.
Service, you're starting.
It seems like you have chosen nature.
And I will walk 500.
Shut up,
And
Purple.
I would walk
500 more.
Just to be the
Oh,
man who
man,
Just to
walk
get
the
the wooden
miles
blocks
and
that
miles
you
to
miles
walk
so
down
till
made
you're
those
from-
days.
Da-da-da,
Da-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da.
Glorious, glorious interaction. Or glorious singing.
I'm still technically in lore.
Scuffage is scuffage.
I still want to talk to you.
Scuffage is scuffage.
But,
If you're done with Luke.
I can certainly see what I can, what I can do to aid you, but I don't know much about the nature.
Oh. Hey guys, there's a random purple thing with green eyes.
Those would be phantoms.
Are those what those are? Are you peeing purple?
Magical
What's happening right
sparkles. I don't know.
Just Luke with a random error. Training experience. Anyway, can we talk in a different VC or something?
That should be. Luke, are you fine with me stepping away for a moment?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry about
Come with me then, Sam. Would you prefer it to be silent, or would you prefer perhaps Q to come with, or?
Sam's changed VCs.
Oh, I guess I'm going up then.
I hear fire.
That would probably be my braziers.
Yeah, it's probably. So, does this count as a deadly weapon now, or?
With your caster, I'm assuming you're holding.
That's what I'm assuming. It is. I read the book for somehow. It's like this is like the first book I've ever read that I could actually read. It's really weird. Or eep or I bleep. It's fine. The server is just starting.
Well, not much we can do to stop that.
Yeah. Purple is doing purple things. We will take this short intermission to talk about DKNS. No.
And fuck that phantom in particular.
What happens if I throw bush at it?
It might not do anything. But that's going
it's
to come back down.
It's coming back down.
Didn't have any dirt to grow on, it seems.
Well, that's good to know.
But as far as you channeling spiral magic goes, it's a matter of the more... Oh, never mind. Guess we're taking a short intermission.
It's a matter of taking an intermission.
It appears so.
Is there like a library card I can have?
I do not have a physical item.
Is there like a metaphorical library card I can have?
Metaphorical... Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's a cool cape on Riot.
Yeah, Seraphine. Seraphine! Seraphine, I don't know you yet in canon. Why? Over! Stop this. Oh, you. Look, Hades, it's the fox person that dragged me out of a cherry block. Well, I'm up for a while. Oh my god. Everything. Oh! Just playing Crash, huh? Game crashed.
Oh boy. Scuffage is scuffage.
Ah, it's fine. I probably only had Tofu watching anyway. He's probably just watching out of pure boredom. So we can probably continue the discussion out of in character, but out of the game. It's like, oh, sorry, yeah. I can't see anything right now. You're gonna have to lead me by the hand somewhere.
Fair enough. So, in regards to progressing with that, as I understand it, you learn more by doing, I suppose.
Loading. So, oh my god! I just got a glimpse of what that cat thing looks like, and it's just like a bunch of
saddles,
white stuff and brown stuff. Yeah, saddles.
Horse armor, probably.
Okay. Do we have a place we can talk, or are we just gonna talk out here?
I mean, we can just talk out here. They're not exactly
Okay.
listening.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Unless they're watching the stream, Joe with the big hat. Yeah.
Joe,
Nobody
the big
cares.
hat.
Nobody cares about my channel, ladies.
To any of the 8 people that watch my videos, go check out Joe with the big hat on Twitch.
It's Joe _ big _ with _ the _ hat.
Joe Big with the hat.
Oh fuck! Yeah, you're right. Hold on. I'm not okay. It's fine. So, nature. You know anything about nature?
Aside from walking in it, no. But from what I can tell, you're able to grow plants, which is interesting. Starting off.
Yeah,
anyway.
it made some spiky bushes. It was weird.
My guess is that similar to how I've been obtaining any abilities myself, the more you
How the hell did you sit on that? How dare you?
slash sit,
Oh yeah, that's fair.
the more you utilize said ability, the more knowledge you gain. That's going to come back down about there. So yeah, I suppose the more bushes you grow, the more experience you may gain in that. The more you may learn and ascend, as the term goes.
Huh. So it's quite literally like weightlifting, which I'm assuming is an actual thing in this world.
I mean, training strength is very simple in that regard. Yeah, I suppose if that's what helps you understand it, then yeah, this
See,
is
I
like
don't-
exercise.
I don't know what's in my head sometimes, Hades. I said something about a gazelle, and people were looking at me weird. It's like, what's a gazelle? Then I realized I don't know what a gazelle is either.
Isn't it an animal with horns?
That's not supposed to exist, according to Nova. At least not in this dimension, anyway.
Well, talk to that one. Gazelles probably exist in his.
But I'm supposed to be. This character is supposed to be in this dimension from this dimension.
Ah. Yeah,
I had to explain. I had to explain away the inspiring pearls, as I have very poor eyesight and probably didn't even notice that they were dropping.
More than fair. In
It was like-
any case,
Why is this thing green? It changed color from blue to green. It was weird.
in terms of your book, or your caster.
Yeah.
I
Did you not see this?
no. I also assume you can't see the one I'm holding.
Oh, that's fair. Maybe it really is all in my head.
Very few people's casters display. When they do, it's usually because they've found a way to make a physical object their caster. Blade users are among the exception that their casters manifest as swords.
Should I just make my caster like a pair of eyeglasses?
That would be interesting. Luke's casters materialized as a pencil. Kyo carries a glaive.
Yeah, she's zooming on me.
I don't
Oh,
have
this
my
is zooming on me.
I don't have
How
my
dare she.
telescope, but
I just have my C button. For some reason, for somebody with really bad eyesight, I can zoom for some reason.
you're just nearsighted.
Nearsighted? I think I'm farsighted.
Oh, is that the term? My bad.
Yeah, farsighted. God damn it! Now you have me fucking confused. Nearsighted is that you can't see far. Farsighted is you can't see near. I think
Okay.
that's.
Then you are farsighted then.
I'm farsighted. I just can't read up close, except for this magical book that basically projected the words into my head.
I mean, yeah, that's fair enough to say. It is attuned to you.
Weird. Why I ran out of shit to do.
Well,
Do you have some kind of like? I know you said I was trespassing earlier. Is there a way to not be trespassing here?
as long as you don't spread around where my place is, you can consider yourself having an unofficial library card.
Unofficial library card. Okay. Well, I mean, I think you have enough people here where that sort of thing is not like you already have plenty of people already coming here.
Well, it's not like usually enjoy having more than 4 visitors at a time, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So you prefer to have small, interconnected groups rather than large amounts of people.
Last time I did, it never turned out well. So.
Oh, what happened? Just a lot of people stealing your crap or something?
Well, there was that, but it was
Looting.
War.
Oh. War? You have stuff in there that could cause war?
No, just back home last time, there was over that many people. It was during the war, so.
Oh. Fair enough.
I'm not
They're just
fond of crowds.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I'm fond of crowds in the way that you can get lost in the crowd and nobody actually sees you for who you are.
That's an advantage, I suppose.
That's the way that I like crowds. As a nameless nobody, that nobody can see what I'm doing. Here, it's been a little bit challenging because it's just like there's nobody around.
I can relate to that part at least, though it's easier for me to disappear quite literally, considering now you can see me and now you don't.
That is weird. I can hear you though. Why do I have good hearing sight? Hearing sight?
Apparently your ears have eyeballs.
My ears have eyeballs, but my eyeballs don't have eyeballs.
What's the movie? Pan's Labyrinth?
Oh god,
You know the monster I'm talking about.
Slightly know what you're talking about. Slightly.
Yeah, that one with the eyeballs in its hands.
Oh god. I'm gonna have to probably look that up later. Well, thank you, Mr. Grayman 80s. It's better.
80s is fine.
At least it's better than old man 80s, but okay.
I'm in my 20s.
You're in your 20s? I figured you to be at least 30 or something.
I broke my leg and it didn't heal right, that's why I used the cane.
Okay, I think we should rejoin these people.
I have a feeling with a lot of things here.
Hello.
Hello. Do you want me to break your leg for you?
Oh, me or him? Because if it's me, I'm good.
You can have his.
No, thank you.
You turned around so fast.
I would prefer you not try it.
Okay.
Go. Y'all have fun.
Farewell.
Bye, weird
Farewell,
person who talks to fish and dragons.
Sophie, are you even online right now?
She appears to be.
I am, in fact, online, waiting for someone to talk to me in character.
Streaming too, please.
You know, the more I'm here, the more I realize. I think I already said this, but I'm pretty sure I'm the weird one.
Hardly. You haven't even seen half the things we've seen. I think The weirdest up there is the person that's trapped in ice.
The person trapped in ice?
Oh yeah, I've seen them in there. Who is that? I'm assuming they're dead.
I'm hoping so.
You haven't checked?
More like I'm not willing to un-ice them just in case that they aren't dead.
Isn't that a good thing if they're not dead?
It depends. Are you having fun summoning Davy Bones, Luke?
Once I do this, I'll do it.
I think he's trying to figure out his mic.
Oh,
No, I haven't said anything. I'm
I'll try summon him.
distracted. What was it that you asked?
So many people today.
Try some. Oh,
I have a
on.
headache.
Alright,
There you
who
go.
told him?
I don't know about this one yet. They don't even seem familiar. Who is this?
This is Ren.
Try summoning what is in shadowy thing.
Hello.
Taco, if you're talking, we cannot hear you.
Look.
They seem nice.
What? No, they're not asking me if I'm
No,
not
I'm asking
talking
you
yet.
to.
They're talking
I'm
about
sure
talking.
If you
nothing
can,
will
I'm
go wrong
asking if you can summon him
with
what is
interacting with the man
shadowy
with the
thing.
gold
I can try
cane
in a
and
second. Give me a second.
very large horns.
Test.
Oh, we can hear you now.
There we go. Hello, my friend. How have you been? Long time no see.
Okay. Try it.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it
Hi.
just- Kills a variant of them, teleports them.
Who told you where I live, Ren?
You know. I know everyone, and everyone knows me. Except for you, but minor details.
In that case, what brings you by?
Well, I wanted to get your input on something. So, turns out, right, making a deal with the devil, not the best of things to do. Turns out, shocker. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but kind of got two things protruding out my head. Now,
I can see the horns.
yeah. I'm starting to think there's been a bit more to the deal I made than I initially thought.
Who did you make a deal with?
You know, that's the funny part. I don't know.
By any chance, was this a tan-skinned person with horns and a forked tail?
Maybe. I was about 3 bottles in when he came, so, maybe.
If this is my landlord, then, well, I wouldn't be surprised if he started making other deals. So,
Truth be told, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, still haven't met that guy.
However, it is not all bad. I do have, you know, increased agility, it seems, endurance. I feel great, but, you know, it's kind of like too good to be true, if you will.
deals like that always come with a price.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get a bit more concerned about what that price is.
So, where do I fit into that then?
I don't know, I've heard things. I thought that you might be able to help something, I don't know. Kind of running out of options here, and it seems like starting to make enemies, which I don't even remember doing, but that tale for another time.
So, how exactly do you figure that I can help with any of this, then?
I don't know.
You're not gonna try asking for my soul, are you?
No, I believe that would probably make the problem worse.
Probably would, considering that my own arrangement doesn't involve mine. If it's who I'm thinking of, we're talking about the same person. That's, the landlord of my home here. And thankfully my soul's not in the mix, considering it's considered damaged goods.
Ah, I see. Now, how did that
That's
happen?
a little sad.
Sorry, 80s. I'm gonna head out if you're done with me here.
I appreciate you coming over to visit. You have given me a bit to think about and study, which is helpful, considering. This feels way too familiar. Yep, I'll see you around then, next time you come visit.
Yeah. I'll try not to be a stranger. Best of luck, with Ren, and also best of luck to Ren. And also,
I think.
meet you, Kyo. It's good to meet you.
Thank you.
Alice and I are gonna head out. So.
Good evening to both of you.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Good night.
Bye.
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 So then. Do you mind telling me about the circumstances that led up to this potential deal you were thinking?
Well, the potential deal or the deal that was made?
The deal that was made, I should rather say.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of at a low, very, very low. And then the problem with being at low is that you make poor decisions. Now, that caused me to kind of start drinking, and once you start drinking, you start making even worse decisions. And once you're in a position like that, people, I got offered a deal for my power back, all my power and more, I was promised. And I didn't see much other options, kind of had nothing to lose, if you will. So I took it, and I got exactly what I asked for. I mean, for this, I had no magic. Oh, that was the wrong fucking spell. God.
Fucking hell, Taco.
Listen.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the.
Ow. Ow. Fuck.
Hold on.
Why did you burn a second time? Oh, what?
I'm trying to get my shit back.
Yeah, it's gonna take a second. I was trying to cast
spawn back in my room as well.
Well,
maybe spells are a good idea.
Well, your fucking soul's burning. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
How long does that last for typically?
A while. It's
Ah,
gonna take a second.
Yep.
Feeling toasty.
Extremely toasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh, never mind. I guess
There we
don't
go.
need to go to Korea to get my stuff back.
Weibo.
Oh, that's not what I was looking for.
Kings in the
Oh, there
water.
it is. Is that everything?
Yeah,
Nearly
there's
everything.
stuff over here.
Where's my cane?
Oh, that is
Oh,
yours.
that is my cane.
And that. Yeah, here.
Okay. I gotta go into your inventory to get my cane back. There we go. I will also take that fungus because I think that's mine.
These death maps? These are.
Yeah, okay, that looks like everything. Well, now that that's all done and fixed, and you've done that for
Not burning
emphasis.
alive.
Not pleasant, I would like
Anyway,
to
so I got everything I asked for and more. I mean, I got how. I mean, before this, I had no magic. I mean, I knew of magic, but I couldn't do it myself, and that was fine. I was making it I was going on my life as I would. I had power in other ways, but then I got given this. And, well, things were great. I mean, I was, back on top, if you will. But then things start acting a bit strange. I start losing my memory. People say I'm doing things that I said that I didn't do, but yeah, I didn't do anything like that. And now, my business associates, friends, even turning on me, if you will.
and these people
Can't for the
are...
life of me. Well, I mean, the entire town of Port Spiral hates me for some reason. I don't even fully know. Something about buying a soul. I haven't done that. I haven't done anything like that.
I have heard discussion of that. I will be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I just don't know. I'm lost.
Relatable.
I have exactly what I asked for. I have all this power, and yet I feel like I have nothing. And it feels like I'm back at square one, but I don't know. Everything I worked for to get back up to, the prestigious businessman I was before, whatever, it's gone. It's all gone. There's not many people left that I can call even an associate.
In that case, then, you've come out here to the middle of nowhere to see me. Sorry, there's a bird chirping in the background. 1 second.
You got a cool hat.
You do have a cool hat.
I like the colors.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm also back. Sorry about that. One of my housemates was asking me something. Back to the door. Whoosh. So you came all the way out here to the middle of nowhere to here because you were looking for help.
Yeah. I'm kind of out of options. The only other people I could even maybe call down, I don't even know anymore, Terra Costa, and I haven't seen them around in a while.
Saber's still around, well, not Saber. Mr. Barnes is still around, I believe. Though the last I saw him was when he made a delivery to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you have to understand I'm a little hesitant at taking you for your word, considering previous interactions between us. Though if you don't remember, then I suppose there's no real faulting you for that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's understandable. I don't know.
I need to ask this as well. Are you carrying anything skulk related on you, aside from that cane?
Other than my cane, no, I have nothing skulk related on me.
That's both a relief and slightly a shame. I need something skulk related for research things, but
I mean,
seems like I have to be digging around for it eventually.
yeah, I mean, I can certainly obtain it. I'm in no shortage of it. For better or for worse, that's once again, that's a whole nother tale of more power. Yeah.
That's a conversation to have another time in addition to this, then I suppose.
I suppose so, yeah. Unless, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'll...
One step at a time.
If you're telling the truth, I'll see what I can do to help.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But this has to start with discovering and at least trying to figure out who you made your deal with. Because if it's the same,
Yeah.
if it's the same as my landlord, then that narrows things down, but complicates things a little. If it's a different entity, then that leaves a whole different slew of complications.
Yeah. Well, here's to hoping.
Well, you know where we are now, if you didn't
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the area, but I didn't, haven't been here as of yet. It's more so like a direction to go that I was going off of.
I'll start digging into what I can. See if anything pops up among historical records and see if my landlord fesses up to anything.
I appreciate it.
Aside from that, I'm not sure what else I can do at this time.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, even your words are more than I would have ever expected, to be honest. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, suppose I need to figure out any good things sorted.
If Mips is considered you an outlaw as well, if there's research that needs gaining there, I can look there myself as well.
That'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, they're not too fond of me right now. Hell, I've been hiding out just because of that. I've tried to stay away from people. So, like, nothing else bad happens. I don't know. I don't even know if it's done anything. I haven't had contact, so who knows? Maybe it's still happening.
You should set up like a system or something to see if you get up in the night.
Journaling, perhaps.
Maybe.
I have an extra book and quill on me if you like it.
Sure, yeah.
Hardly a shortage of them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm not really a doctor either, but if you feel the need to, perhaps you could stop by. I can pick your brain, see what you remember.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
I mean,
mean literally, unless you sign a waiver.
well, maybe, maybe. It's, who knows? Maybe I'll be fine if you do that. I haven't tested full of my abilities. I just know that I'm more resilient.
It's worth looking into that as well, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I know wardens chumps. I mean, they barely even leave a scratch on me, and yeah, even fight them with my bare hands. It's inhuman.
It certainly sounds like the right word for it. I'll see what I can figure out.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You are welcome, Ren.
Okay, well, I should get going. I need to prepare for the worst. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Oh. Why do people have like the greatest exits and entrances?
It tends to happen with the overdramatics. But even though I don't entirely know if Ren is telling the truth or not, he seems sincere for the moment. And I want to avoid going down into anywhere related to the deep dark right now, so... But I need Skulk for research purposes, even though I'd rather not touch the stuff.
Can I ask what it is?
90s has a better idea.
There was a lot.
90s has a better idea of it than I do, but some of these systems are still coming back. But
yeah, there's a lot of words spoken. I didn't understand, but
what I think it is, it's a cancer. And it's a dangerous one at that. A living, breathing thing that mutates and corrupts. Oh, hello again, Sam.
It's a lot.
Hey,
Hello.
do you have some? Oh, hold on, Harry. This is not the time to be disobeying me. Okay. Hey, do you know how to get somebody out of a cave system without being on a dragon?
Get a lot of dirt.
Valerie got stuck.
Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I've got any blocks that I can give you.
I think I got some. My old face is closer than yours.
And the poor foreign sounding person doesn't
Wait, this is the wrong
understand get on the
staircase.
dragon, apparently.
Have you tried to speak in simpler phrases like hop on head?
Yes, and they said no. I don't know where you went into the museum. I've never been.
I do not have a lot of dirt.
Here you go.
Rocks.
I got Dragon 48.
Okay, good.
Wait a minute. Don't I have a bunch of dirt in my own cave? Why did I? Oh no, I was thinking of trying to get rescue thing from you guys.
out of character, I'm trying to end stream soon because I've got to work on an essay.
Oh, rip. Okay.
I gotta go get
Thanks.
gas.
Sorry, Joe. I feel bad, but yeah, I gotta get focused on school. I was taking a break doing this.
You're good. To be honest with you, I was not expecting to log on today and see people in streaming VC. I'm like, fuck.
People usually stream during the weekends.
What? I know. I was just talking about that. Okay. So no more interaction.
But back to whoosh. But at the very least, this gives me another route to focus on.
Haven't really explored around yet, or I've been reading the books in the archives. I mean, I have a good idea of what had happened prior. Oh, is it cool if I come down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You lived here long enough.
Maybe for you.
More than fair. I don't remember if your counterpart saw this yet, though. Or, well, if you had before.
What are you?
That is an
It's
Elder
very
Guardian.
angry.
I imagine it is, considering it's being electrocuted intermittently.
Is that a... That sounds like torture.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's fun. It would kill you as soon as it got the chance, even if it wasn't hooked up to that.
Morality that works. We don't question it.
Where I come from, those things killed a lot of I suppose my people, if you will, so I don't hold much sympathy for them.
I can understand that.
I'm gonna need to try and synthesize this later.
I got plenty more if you need any.
This sample should do for now, but if I need more, I'll gladly accept. I'll work on it more later. But the matter of it is I'm trying to figure out what's been going on with you by studying what's coming off of you first and foremost. Which I am going to need one of your, at least a sample of your crystals eventually, but I don't want to do it in a way that's harmful, so whenever I get a proper setup for it, I'll ask that of you later.
Alright. I mean, when I touch them, they don't hurt, but I don't know if it's like...
I don't want to...
Part of me?
I don't want to tear it out of you in case it is, so I'm gonna see if I can get materials together to make the removal a bit less rough, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little concerning, but I'm sure it's fine.
But
This place is really industrialized.
thank you. It took a bit of time to remember how to make everything work.
I don't understand how people... Well, I mean, I guess you're just smart, but I don't know how people do scientist work and then also have the time to make large libraries.
I mean, to be fair, most of the structure was already built when I first got here. Just a lot of this took time to carve out, and...
Wait, you carved this out?
It took a while. I've been here for what, a few months, so I've been busy.
I can tell. I'm really impressed then.
I won't deny some assistance from the landlord was required, though.
Hmm. I mean, the landlord seems like a nice guy then. Oh, well. Weren't you talking to Ren about the whole... Do I ask about your landlord yet, or...
You're allowed to. He's not necessarily a good person, but he stuck around and he's benefiting in some way from aiding me. We have a mutual agreement for the time being. I'm kind of just waiting for him to get hit to come collect his end of it.
Hmm. I guess I'll have to roll with that then. Is he... I'm assuming then it's fine for me to be here? It's like I don't want to be sitting in my room one day and just having some random person barge in.
I mean, he's not going to go through the door, I suppose, but there is always a chance of that.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm just pacing around in thought.
No, you're alright.
I certainly didn't know all of this from the get-go. I knew people that knew this, and I learned it through them.
Hmm. Interesting. What is this thing? I didn't really... I can't see any, like, terminal features that, like, power or...
It's based
Oh,
off
no, that's your power.
it's based off a machine that said friend made. It was called a fusion
Oh.
crafter. It was capable of combining items together into more powerful pieces of equipment. But as far as I know how to make it, this is just the frame. I don't actually know how to make the entirety
None
of
of
it
the
work.
actual internals. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that'll be able to help out. I mean, if you have that many people over on the regular, I'm sure at least one of them would be smart enough.
It's not the preference to have that many people over, but
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
others
No offense, of course.
might know, and maybe others will perfect it, but this is what I know, and this is what I've got for the moment. At least for now, it's just a fancy decoration.
A very fancy decoration at that.
The man that taught me these things, his name was Slasher. His full name's James Bartholomew Slasher, but we just called him Slasher.
I did read a little bit about him. I heard that name before.
He made this over here, actually.
Hmm?
The Crucible,
Whoa.
he called it.
What a weapon.
Personally,
Not really big on violence, but...
I'm fascinated by it, but personally, it's not my style. I also find guns to be a bit archaic, despite me making one recently.
Is that 3 barrels?
Yes.
I ain't gonna question it. There's a lot.
More barrels.
More barrels, more firepower.
A counterpart of mine made this one.
The counterpart of you?
There was another reality that Luke, among others, had come to beforehand, one that I found myself in along with them by accident. There was a lot going on in that time, but there was another me there.
Oh. And you made this.
Indeed.
Looked like all versions of you were smart.
There's a difference between intellect and knowledgeability.
Yeah, same thing.
That was a lot to talk to today, so...
No, yeah, you're good. I think I'm gonna just sit in my room now, or just to read more. Either or.
I need to store some things in storage before I retire to my room, but...
I always forget that this here.
Oh yeah. I haven't had the need to go in here that often. Though it might be helpful to, write valuables. It may perhaps be helpful to eventually,
God, so much stuff.
a lot of rocks.
So much rocks.
Alright, miscellaneous.
Big rock, small rock.
It's painful of me that I have to organize this now.
I'll have to drop my stuff off in here then.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you're comfortable with putting into the main storage, go ahead. Yeah, the rest of that should be fine to keep in my stock. Well, I'm going to retire to my room then.
Alrighty. It's good seeing you today.
Of course. Good
I
evening to you.
will probably see you tomorrow, maybe? No clue.
Likely.
I always either sleep in or get up at like 1 in the morning. There's no difference. Alrighty, I'll see you.
Good evening. Oh, goodness. He has to blur that loudly. Ah. Ah, still loud. Ah. Well, his room is right beneath mine, so hopefully I'm just far enough away that I don't hear it. Okay, good. It seems that I don't. Petros? Hello. Oh. That's one of... Good work. Oh, there you are.